Hey, Gavox here. So, golden tickets are live, question mark? Because I don't see any of the Carl Banks on the market. Let's course check again. Oh, there he is. Perfect. So I was about to say, we did get on Twitter notifications, so they are there. The long national nightmare of a couple minutes not being on the block is over. Now, Carl Banks. Really like this card. 235, 6'4". He's actually a little bit like lighter than I thought. Like just thinking about Carl Banks when I was thinking about like, oh cool, Carl Banks card coming to the game. 97 hit power with basically 99s across the board. Of course, agility and change of direction are low. Kind of in the golden ticket DK Metcalf range right there. We can take a look at this card and its attributes too. He's got 98 speed with a 99 hit power, 228. So yeah, very similar cards right here. I could see the argument for either of them, but maybe Metcalf is with the 98 speed because it's so easy to get to 99 without really like just doing like shaker and stuff. You can get his agility a little up with the change of direction, agility, getting the boost, but maybe Metcalf is a little bit better, 6'3", 228 versus 6'4", 235. I'm not gonna pull straws. Wait, pull straws. I'm not gonna split hairs, I guess is a better saying for it. I always get there eventually, right? Let's eventually we get there. So it is kind of weird that they're giving so many cards like 96 speed. Like just go 97, dudes. I don't get it. But Carl Banks, really cool. Out of position card, just like DK getting a safety card. So that's the EA Dev one. One of the better cards that we've got in the golden ticket. You know, that DK is also one of the better ones. We got a new quarterback today, and this card looks a little juiced too. I really like this Taysom Hill card. His throwing motion, of course, is not good. Again, another 96 speed card. For some reason, that's the number they're sticking with this year. Agility 94, change direction 94. But overall, what a beast. I love the boost to carrying on this card. So whoever did that, a great job with the carry boost on the quarterback. What can I say? It's a golden ticket quarterback. Perfect across the board almost. Scrambler ×2 is interesting. Don't know if I would have done that. Field general, strong arm, infarct. Basically, you went like, do them all and then double up Scrambler. Not what I have done, but, it's different. Why not? You get RG3 if you want somebody with the more, I guess, stock, what you'd think of as your ability choices. So, Jimmy Smith right here at corner, again at 96 speed for some reason. I really don't get that. They've screwed a few cards with that. Change of direction, agility. So he's good on a theme team. No, he'll be good off a theme team too, of course. One speed, while important, it doesn't actually like kill the card, just makes it a little less cool. But yeah, it is unfortunate that they are not doing that. It doesn't really like make sense to me. Hit power 90, tackling 85, block shed's only 66, so that's a little disappointing. But it is nice having a cornerback with high hit power. I've had them being able to like hit stick the ball in a player's hands. So another good performing card. Of course, I'd probably still take Jim Thorpe over it. And then the last one will be wide receiver. Who are we getting here? Rager. Jalen Rager. Cool, right? He's a 5'11 wide receiver, so it is what it is. Isn't he better than the AJ Brown? Nah. Is he gonna play well? Yeah. I mean, he's like got 99s across the board. Still play fine for you. You can't toss him anything high, right? I've seen small. That's my biggest problem with like small guys is I've had people literally catch over like behind them, like go through them. Like bigger guys, I feel like you can box out players in this game a little bit better. It's something they implemented last year and now this year, right? It's like Aiyuk, Rager together. Very similar cards. Very similar cards. So anyways, that's what we're pulling for today. I'm hoping for personally that we get the Banks, and I wouldn't mind getting the quarterback. Why not? But yeah, I'll take any golden ticket pulls will be good golden ticket pulls. So we're gonna training variety pack it up. How's you guys' Madden going of late? I know I did that video a couple days ago going over the frustrations with why the game feels a little stale. That good time end of year Madden stuff. Like, can you imagine like how good these golden tickets would be if we could go over 100 stats? That's my biggest thing. I'm gonna rant on that until they freaking fix it, right? Like that's like if you guys had a top 5 list of the things you'd change next year, outside of like just straight up like gameplay inconsistencies and updating the meta stuff, what would be your number one? I feel like it would be hard. I'd be hard pressed. Besides like, hey, Can I get man-ups on tight end delay fades to work? Like, that's just a bug that they got to fix. I want over 100 stats, right? Focus on that before anything else, right? There's like other things you can do for next gen, improve agility, but we need that. Just fix it. Come on, Clint. We gotta fix that. We gotta make over 100 stats matter. We gotta do it. Just pump it up. There's no reason that it's been 4 years and you still haven't fixed that. But anyways, Madden itself, through here, we're headed into summer, right? Summer doesn't technically start for like, what, 3 weeks or something, till the sun reaches its longest period of the day. Generally June 21st, 22nd-ish. I don't know what day it is this year. But as we're heading spring into summer, Madden in the summer is kind of wild, right? Like, it definitely grades. Like, I know some people still play full weekend leagues. Just psychos to me, right? Just absolutely psychos. Getting 25 games of this game done. But I will say it will make you sharp for next year's game. Getting a lot of questions when I'm streaming about like, hey, when do you think next year's game's gonna launch? I would guess it's gonna be similar to this past year, right? EA's still working at home. I would imagine they haven't really gone back to the office too much lately, so they're not gonna like push the schedule release of Madden up for that purpose. So that just, it makes sense that like, because in previous years we kept getting Madden earlier and earlier, like a week earlier, 2 weeks earlier than usual. Pandemic hit and they pushed it back. We got the next gen, of course, a couple months later. So with 2 versions of Madden to code, current gen, next gen, and fix it up, I would suspect it's gonna be again in August. And then like with that said, I don't know what, like, you're talking about this, like, is comp gonna be on current or next gen? I don't know, man. I'm really praying. I hope. I'm gonna start off next year. I think I might start off on next gen. That's a pretty nice pull though. 95, we'll take that. I might start it off on next gen next year. See how it is. But I don't know, because that's clearly the future of Madden. And we'll see how they do with agility. Maybe I'll just like not. Is that a good idea to bury my head in the sand and not realize how well and how much more fun the game is on current gen with the ability to actually maneuver your user and take away routes? Maybe that'll be it. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I'll do the ostrich offense next year. Bury my head in the sand and don't worry about it. Forget about that little guy. We don't worry about that little guy on current gen. But yeah. I mean, a lot of people right now in Madden have taken to the thing like what I'm doing right now, which is you get on for the training variety packs, adding to the squad, getting cards, having fun, and then just like go play MLB The Show. There's a big drop today in MLB The Show, which I'll be streaming for. It should be freaking awesome. And I've talked about some of the, good and bad parts of MLB The Show. Like it's not all peaches and cream over there, but I'm having a blast playing that over the last month or so. So it's kind of hard to find Madden time when MLB The Show is. It's addicting, dudes. It's addicting. It's tough. So I think I'll come back, play some of this game with the new golden tickets, be like, wow, still the same old 335 wide. It makes no sense to me how they consider themselves a competitive studio and not fix any of the meta like other competitive games do. I think it's a lot because like maybe some people are just lazy and they don't want to learn new schemes, or their scheme gets nerfed. I've seen that in the past. Like people are like, I can't believe they did that to my nickel blitz. I wanted to run that again this year. It's like, nah, it's awful. I don't want to see the same thing over and over. Makes the game bad. I want them, hopefully next year the biggest focus is on like the majority of the players and not like a couple hundred comp players. And not taking like something that's going to affect a couple hundred people over what's going to take effect over a couple million people. That's what I want them to focus on. I want them to focus on the couple million and like balancing the game versus leaving overpowered stuff in the game for a couple hundred people that are exploiting it. That's my dream scenario, but we'll see, of course, it play out. I think they like to use the whole we don't want to overpatch the game as a reason to be lazy. And I don't like that maneuver in the last few years in the game's life. I have not enjoyed that at all. So we'll see. But of course, like I say that, and then I say, hey, look what MLB The Show did. First month of the game, don't change the gameplay. Same thing in Madden. Don't change it. Let people get used to it stuff. All right, like things that we thought. Like, remember, like the game launched and things that we thought were bad. we're like, I guess it's not as bad as what we discovered. We see this every year, like, right? People are like, oh, the meta's so awful right now. And in 20, the meta was awful right away, and it stayed awful. We saw that right away. They didn't touch the game at all. So it was a running year and a blitz everybody year. And it stayed awful all year long. That literally didn't change, which was very frustrating. But, like, I want them to change a game after, like, a month of our feedback, of us giving back to them on gameplay. Like, fix all the bugs. Like, the first month and a half, 100% bug hunt. Just hunt them down, fix those awfulness, those absolute, like, you know, the things like, hey, this shouldn't be working like this. Like the tight end delay fades and man coverage. That stuff should be hunted down and fixed in the first month. But then you get to balance tuning. Month and a half. You're going to have probably like a tournament or something. You can see what those guys are using. That's broken as hell. And you can fix those bugs that they find and expose. And then after that, get to balancing the game a little bit better. Run pass wise. Play wise, certain route concepts always seem to be more powerful than others. But yeah, we'll see what they have. I am excited. Like, you know, right now, like in the yearly hype of Madden, right? Like right now is like the low point, right? Right now, like the excitement for the new game's like a 2. But by the time like July and August rolls around, that gets up to like an 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, our excitement goes to 11 because we just go a little bit harder here on the channel. But man, our excitement for these packs isn't really high at the moment. And it's a little rough right now. Pete, quick sell. Next up. We need 1 golden ticket. The video ends when we pull a golden ticket. Or it'll just end naturally when I run out of steam. I ain't Thomas the Tank Engine going up the hill, chugging along. I ain't got what it takes. Adams. I don't know why they haven't done like a power-up set this year. There's so many useless power-ups in the game. And I hope next year they offer some way. Like my ideal future of the power-ups, because of the way Madden does cards, is they allow us to parallel them like MLB or evolve them. Once you hit certain stat milestones, you could add +1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s onto your power-up to make him even more powerful. So that way, like, and then when the card gets a new option, then you just add that new card to the power path, and boom, you already got +5 on it. That would be kind of wild. They really need to re-engineer their ratings if they're gonna go all the way to +5. I mean, I think +5 might be a little powerful on like speed and shit, like way overpowered. But like this year, you can do +4 already with sprinter and team chems. So maybe in the future, go up to like get rid of physical chems and like put your parallel system once you hit stat milestones, either offline or online. Make them +3. I don't mind that at all. But like if you can grind it offline though, like you're just gonna go to a solo and throw the ball over and over again to the same card. It's super easy. It's, I don't know, it'll kind of cheapen the whole experience. So hopefully it'll just be like an online stat mission. Like I don't know, MLB The Show, it's a little harder to cheat it like that because like MLB The Show doesn't have great like moments. Like Madden has a ton of moment solos that you can do with individual players. Whereas MLB The Show like locks you in a certain player, so you can't really like parallel a guy by just hitting him the same moment over and over. So like that's the difference in the game. You got to factor that in. So I wouldn't mind like paralleling dudes through online play only and Madden next year for power-ups. And like here's the thing. I know they're going to keep power-ups because like every time, you guys remember those rating videos this year I did on people's squads? Every time, every single squad had a ton of power-ups across the board. Oh my god. There was power-ups in every single lineup, and like people had lineups full of them. I got a lot of dude, I thought I was unusual because I had a ton of power-ups in my lineup because, like, you know, I'm like, okay, YouTuber spends money on the game. But then I went and raided other people's squads, and they all have a ton of power-ups too. I'm like, oh no, they're never going away. People clearly use them. People clearly love them because they use them. Even though we say we hate them, we secretly love them. It's kind of like a lot of people say, oh man, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Jerry Springer, all these like trash level televisions that people are like, oh, this doesn't appeal to my big brain, and I want to be above it. But then you look at the like freaking ratings and everybody's talking about it and it's like huge. It's like obviously people are watching. Obviously they love it, but they want to say that they don't. So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And I'm going to pull one more training variety pack and end it. So that's my thought. I don't think power-ups are going away, sadly, because of how many people use them. But hopefully they can institute something that offers more depth into them, like we've been talking about for years. Some way of evolving them. Not necessarily like +1s, 2s, 3s across the boards, but I've often said like a WoW upgrade system where you can choose your path to upgrades through your different stat gets. So like you can choose, you know, catching path. You can choose rack path. You can choose, I don't know, physical path, run blocking path, different ways, and then you can like respec guys and stuff like that. That's what I prefer. Some sort of branching paths on cards to increase them at doing certain jobs for you. Not necessarily, then you wouldn't necessarily need to give +1s across the board like MLB, so that way it's speed, which is the all-important one, could be avoided. I mean, they could do like a physical path, be like +1 agility and acceleration, but then everybody would just choose the physical path and it'd be useless. Anyways, one more and then we're gonna end it. And unless we pull like a 90, right? If our packs are hot right now, no, we didn't. All right, that's it for the video. Hope you guys liked it. Thumbs up if you did, please. Thumbs down if you didn't. Let me know why in the comments. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.